Have you ever witnessed a child completely lose their composure, perhaps screaming, crying intensely, or even throwing themselves on the floor? It can be an overwhelming experience for everyone involved. The key difference between a tantrum and a meltdown lies in their cause and the child's control. A tantrum is generally a child's way of expressing frustration or anger because they are not getting what they want. It is often a conscious, goal-oriented behavior. A meltdown, however, is an involuntary response to being completely overwhelmed, often due to sensory overload or intense emotional dysregulation. Understanding the underlying reasons for these outbursts is crucial for responding effectively. Tantrums typically stem from a child's developing brain trying to exert control, test boundaries, or communicate an unmet desire, like wanting a specific toy or snack. It involves the prefrontal cortex, which is still maturing. Meltdowns, on the other hand, originate from the limbic system, which manages emotions and survival responses. They happen when a child's coping mechanisms are exhausted, and they simply cannot process any more sensory information or emotional input. Think of it as a circuit breaker tripping when there is too much electrical current. Knowing this distinction helps you tailor your response. For a tantrum, your strategy should focus on setting clear boundaries and not rewarding the behavior. You might offer limited choices, redirect their attention, or gently ignore the attention-seeking aspects. The child generally retains some control and will often stop if they get their way or realize their behavior is not achieving its goal. For a meltdown, the approach is about compassion and reducing overwhelm. Your goal is to help the child regulate their nervous system. This might mean moving to a quieter space, offering a comforting hug, or simply sitting with them quietly to co-regulate their emotions, which means helping them calm down by modeling calm behavior yourself. A useful insider tip is that a tantrum often subsides when the child gets their desired outcome or when they realize their audience is no longer reacting. A meltdown, conversely, usually continues until the child has fully processed and discharged the overwhelming input, regardless of external reactions. Recognizing this involuntary aspect of a meltdown allows you to provide a safe, calm environment for your grandchild, rather than feeling the need to discipline them in that moment. This difference is also why a child in a meltdown might seem completely unreachable or unresponsive to logic or threats. By recognizing whether an outburst is a conscious tantrum or an involuntary meltdown, you can respond with greater understanding and patience. This empowers you to be a supportive grandparent, guiding your grandchild through big emotions in a way that truly meets their needs, builds trust, and ultimately strengthens your wonderful bond.